Alright guys, so I have, there we go, alright, synced up, nice. I got a couple mods downloaded. So, I actually bought this game, thought I got ripped because I watched a YouTube video and, let's do this, and thought that I didn't get a DLC or something. No, it's just a mod. So, let's see, YouTube, U-Town. Alright, so we're doing, got valleys, mountains. Gotta go with a large. Climate is medium. Disasters we'll leave on. So it's like fires, tornadoes, sicknesses. And then starting conditions we'll just do medium. Alright, so let's see what this game is about. There we go. Alright. Load her up, guys. Sorry about that. Bum, 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 bum. Well, that took a minute. Alright, so we are going to... okay, let's pause it first. Alright, so basically we got a couple things we're going to open. I'm not going to open a map. It's good to see we got two good rivers. And we're right on the river, actually, so the traders should be easy. And limits. Alright, so I like to put limits up here. Professions right down there. An event log either here or here. Doesn't really matter to me. Oh, dang it, I wish it went to the edge of the screen. Alright, so got that stuff done up. Let's look around. Okay, so this is really good space. Look at that radius right there. And then I'm going to say this radius as well. So I'll probably build up here, and I'll have over here and over here set up with herbalist, hunting, cabin. What else is there? Forester's Lodge, stuff like that. Alright, so let's get some of that set up right now. Alright, so we're going to flip that around. That's more water, so maybe right. Probably right there because of the little hill right there. Okay, so, alright, we got our hunting cabin down. I'm going to do a fishing dock, pasture. Oh, you know what? The mod that I downloaded is not turned on. So vanilla is what this video is going to be. Sweet. And then an herbalist. We're going to do an herbalist right here. Boom. Alright, so we're going to do some roads. Let's do... Alright, now I got one space between everything, so... Excuse me. It's a pretty fair road. I think it's just fine. Probably do that. Excuse me. Alright, so got some roads done. Got these three deals. Let's put barn. This is probably on the edge. Close to the edge of the... Oh, let me do this. Hold on. Forester's Lodge. We're going to pin this. Alright, so basically if we don't pin stuff, see how it'll move? But if we pin it, then it's locked on the screen. That's what pinning does. Alright, so basically I've got a radius because it's pinned, it's selected, so if I deselect it, it's gone. So grab it, pin it, move this out of the way. Um, we can do that for all the herbalist and the hunter's lodge or hunting cabin. So basically I keep those radiuses. So what I'm looking to do right now is put a cabin right on the edge. So, I mean, sorry, storage barn. Put a storage barn right up there, and then we will take this as a stockpile. We'll put a stockpile right in here. Actually, I'm going to skip a space. This is going to be for all the stone, and so we got stone and iron all over the place. They're going to gather this, and they need a place to put it, so I'm going to stockpile right here to make it shorter distances they have to walk. And then they can actually use everything stockpiled here, like building this, building the roads. They can come in the road, grab what they need, and come out to the town and build stuff. But this is what we're going to use to start right here, this full stockpile. Alright, so got that stuff set up. I can do this market. Basically get this, grab this market and say, yeah, pretty much right there. Yep. Alright, so right there, pin this. Just throw this right up there as well. Alright, so we are looking pretty good right now. So basically this setup in the barn I'm going to have right here as well. So the radius will probably be right through here. So that leaves me all this space in the market plus or minus this overlap right here. So let's go ahead and do this as well while we're talking about Forester's Lodge. Probably right there. Yeah, about right there. That looks pretty much maximized. Alright, so there's that. We do an herbalist. Dang, sometimes I'm mess up putting where the roads will go. Let me look at this. Yeah, so it should be good. Yep. Sometimes I'll put like, let's see, like say I'm putting the herbalist down, and that is correct where the arrows, the road facing side. But sometimes what I'll do is like put it one back, thinking that the road where the road is gonna be is lined up, and it wasn't. So you want to check that out. Just do stuff slowly. Sometimes when you're trying to get everything put down correctly. So it'll show you. See that overlap? So we're looking at that. We can come over here and just stockpile. I'm going to come one space off. Probably something like that. That's pretty good. Alright, so grab a road. Alright, so something you need to know about a market if you don't know already is the outer edge. The outer edge is a road. So, oh, I think I messed that up. Yeah, I did. I went one too far. Yeah, so if you don't know, we can remove roads right there. Boom. Alright, so that's fixed. Okay, so let's see, we got these two sections over here, the road, the stockpile. Probably not gonna do a barn right here. I don't want barns everywhere. We don't need, you don't, like, later when you get, 100, 150, 200 people, which is about the most I've done on a game, I actually just left it running. And I came back and everything everything held up, and I had a huge population. So um, I just kept playing it out, and it worked pretty good. More people you get, the faster everything gets. So that's the that's when it gets a little bit more fun for me, anyways. All right, so let's see. We need a couple houses. So we got a market. Tell you what, I'm gonna go ahead and put this trading post down. Find a good spot for it. Okay, right there. Alright, now, trading posts, the closer your full stockpiles are and your barns, um, the easier it is for the traders to go grab the stuff and put it into your trading post. So having stockpiles north and south of this and having a barn right off in front of it and just above it is really good, because the trader won't have to walk as far. So I can put one, maybe two out of the 6 traders that you can put in this, and he or she will be able to walk very short distances and grab all the stuff that the trading post needs, and have it full every single time a trader comes. So that's the idea of placing certain buildings certain places. So keep in mind, once you play a little bit and you understand what buildings do what and what the people running those buildings have to do, you can place them more strategically, and then they'll have shorter walks. Alright, so we're going to pause this so the builders do not build that. We're going to go over here and pause all this so the builders don't worry about this yet. Something you don't want to do is get too big too fast. Never want that. Alright, so we got this barn here. We're going to pause this barn because we have one that will not fill up for a long while. And we're going to pause this market right there. Do I want to pause that? No, I don't want to pause that. I don't know what I'm doing. Alright, sweet. So, houses. Alright, so something I've come across is that wherever your barn is, you want to try and do all your crop fields, orchards, livestock pastures, fishing goes there. All right, so something about deer and herbalist. These two last are gatherers. There we go. That's the last. I knew there was 4 buildings. Sorry about that. Let's see. Looking at the radius. I lose some there, and I lose some there. I lose a lot there. Alright, so I'm going to go on the top. Alright. I don't want to do that. Alright, gather stuff, that's food. We got the Forester's Lodge, Herbalist. Herbalist will gather herbs, and that helps with early on health. So they get herbs. That's basically the only medicine you have, the herbs that the herbalist finds. And hunting cabin grabs venison meat, so deer meat, and deer pelts, or deer skins, whatever. That's where you get leather from. Alright, so we got this selection. What we're going to do here is figure out a good placement for all our farm stuff to where they can jump into this barn real easy, but also have a neighborhood set up. So let's look at this. Alright, so I'm thinking that I could keep everything in the neighborhood, everything in the market area, put fishing out here. Oh, right there. Alright, so alright, homes up here is good, but it's bad in that people have to walk to their jobs all the way across here. So maybe start with some jobs, some houses between everything. Something like that. Alright, so 4 should be good right now. 10 people, 4 houses. Or 16 people, sorry. So 4 probably won't be good. It's usually 3 or 4 people per house, so let's do this. Alright, so right on the barn. I'm going to skip a space for a road to go to the trader's post. Yeah, so that should be good. Alright, so what I'm going to do is pause this guy. Alright, so 5 houses, 16 people, it's 5, 3, and 1, and 4 in 1 house. So we're pretty much set up outside of like fishing docks. This is pause, that's good. What I'm going to do before I unpause it. Okay, so if you've never played this game, this button right here, remove resources. Remove anything in the selected area. So it's wood, stone, and iron. This is trees by themselves, stone by themselves, iron by themselves. So if I grab iron, it's only going to grab the iron out of all the resources there. So if I grab stone, same thing. Grab trees, that's all of that. So if I don't want to do them individually, I can grab this right here. And anything that I see, it's already selected. See that? Take this. So anything that's not selected in this area will come up red again by remove all the resources. Alright, so removing these resources, gonna assign some builders, building stuff. They're gonna grab this. Anybody that's not working is going to start replenishing the resources I'm taking. So let's unpause it. Let's go ahead and speed it up as fast as the game will go. Turn on builders. Let's go all the builders. Alright, so F2, and then the 6th option is increase priority. So I'm going to increase priority right here on these houses. Okay, y'all get these houses done. I'm going to unpause this one. I don't know. Yeah, that's the barn. Okay. Alright, never mind. Oh, they're working on the roads. I'm like, what are they doing? Interesting. Alright, so I guess once all the roads are done, yeah, they're going to start coming down here and working on their house. So the first thing any structure you have, they're going to remove anything that's on the plot for whatever. Doesn't matter if it's an orchard or field, any structure, mine, doesn't matter. They're going to remove everything. Then they're going to bring logs, pretty much whatever they have. If you don't have any stone, they'll bring logs and then iron. Doesn't matter. Alright, so they're shooting up houses. So as houses are built, these house icons mean that the individual with the icon above them is homeless. So we actually have 1 or 2 more houses than are necessary. Alright, so I have 10 builders. There's still stuff to build right down here. So it's saying 10 builders is optimum for what has to be built. So all 10 people have a job. Or all 10 adults, excuse me. Because we have 6 children. See that? Alright. So now we have a hunting cabin right down here on our professions deal. Hunting cabin, hunter. the building calls, you can have at least 3 people, or up to 3 people, even though it's changeable. We can say one of our laborers. We had a child grow up right there. So we can bring this down to 7, down to 5. We can say fill up the hunting cabin. Now we got this Forester Lodge. So we can do, where is he at? Forester. We have 4 foresters. So we got 3 people, 3 builders, so everything's getting built optimally. Alright, so herbalist. I want to say 1 builder for the 3 things that have to happen. Everything got built, so I'm going to say no builders. Alright, so herbalist. Filled that up, and now we have a gatherer. So we can say 4 people can do that, but we're going to put 2. Because we ran out of adults. Alright, so this person, it's cold. It's 38 degrees. It's autumn, so it's just going to get colder. And then we have no firewood, so the idea would be to pause the game, because it's only going to get worse. Then we go down here to resource production. We can do woodcutter, which will cut us some firewood. Okay, so another deal you have to remember is the woodcutter has to go to a stockpile to get wood. So I think it would be a good idea put him right through here between 2 stockpiles, and then I'll probably put another road right there and make this a square. And that way he can go to the 2 established stockpiles, so he's not walking far to get wood, and the residents in the square will not walk far to get I think the woodcutter puts the firewood in a barn. So the barn's right there, they can walk to the barn, be done with it. Pretty sure that's how that works. Alright, so this can go all the way across there. Alright, so we can do woodcutter, and then the next jobs are going to be a blacksmith and a tailor. So you gotta have tools and you gotta have coats. So, and the same idea goes for those, the tools and coats. Okay, so while we're talking about it, this just happened to fit perfectly for where that road was, so I was really lucky. Alright, so we got our blacksmith in here. We're going to pause him. We don't need it yet. We have 27 tools. They don't go too fast, so we got time. And then our tailor. Just put that right next to each other. Oh, that actually worked. Couldn't plan it. Couldn't plan it that good, guys. Alright, so we're going to pause that because we don't need coats yet. We got 9 coats left. 11 adults. So basically anytime somebody goes outside and it's cold, they wear a coat and they don't freeze outside. That's pretty much what happens there. Coats are made from, oh well, I'll show you that. Coats can be made from leather and wool to make 2 different types, or just wool. 3 different types of coats. And vanilla. Alright, so we're going to unpause it. And this should be getting built. My professions tab is gone. Alright, so what we're going to do is drop off. We got one guy that just came of age, so we're going to put builders. Alright, and they should be on this. 2 of 3. So up to 3 people could build this. So they're building this. They've removed everything. They're putting logs. There was 0 of 0 to remove, so they're doing that. They're going to logs. See, I don't know how this is. I don't know what they're doing. Watch this. This button right here will show you where they're at. See, what is this builder doing way down there? Like, everything you need is in the stockpile. So why are they going to this stockpile to get the stuff? Beats me, man. Happens pretty regular. Cutting down trees, like, where's this builder going? Alright, so it's basically saying we have 0 stone. Because it's out doing stuff, getting stone. Or iron, I'm not sure. But, right here, stone, right there. What's the problem? Stone, wood, logs, and iron. Like, I don't know. Beats the mess out of me. It seems like they could go walk back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and then this would be built within, 10 or 20 seconds in real life. But whatever. Alright, so we're going to say 3 builders, getting that built done. Alright, so it's finished. We're going to back up our builders. So 2 laborers. And right down here is our woodcutter. So this guy, woodcutter. Oh, sweet, I didn't know that. Alright, so if you grab this and take it away from him, he still remains highlighted, but this is now pinned, so grabbing it pins it. So we can, right up here, we can see the amount of stored firewood. So basically anything we get stored, the residents are going to grab because they're cold. We have these updates all the time. So, oh, let's talk about limits. Okay, so firewood is fuel. Controls the amount of stored fuel. Once the limit is reached, production will cease. So, because firewood is fuel in this game, like so any fuel is rolled up into this. When stored firewood reaches 200, then this guy will basically become a laborer until somebody uses some firewood, and then he'll go back to his job. So even though you put, one builder going on, because there's nothing to be built right now, this guy is going to walk around as a laborer. And what the laborers are doing are collecting this stuff. So, just because, now I don't know about maybe a school or a brewer, a trader. Now, I don't know about their jobs. Like so, a teacher, a cleric, a physician at a hospital. I'm not sure. Somebody leave me a comment or something on that. Actually, if one of those certain jobs, if they're inactive, I don't know if they bail on their place and become a laborer. Beats me there. It's a pretty good question, actually. So, alright, 19 tools. We still don't need to build the blacksmith. But we can. Alright, we just had two kids grow up. We have 21 people so far, so we've had 5 children be born. I think, for sure. Where'd that guy go? Okay, so here's a good example of what? What am I trying to say? Log limit. Okay, so basically what a forester's lodge does, the people working in it will go up, and that icon right here that pops up. So we have 250 logs. This icon means we've reached our limit. We're going to become laborers. So if we go, whatever, we'll just go up to 1,000 because we got 4 people working it. Basically what happens is whenever somebody that can leave their job reaches their limit, these are our limits, they'll become a laborer. So something I need to do is this building, the Forester Lodge, the Herbalist, I'm going to say the Gatherer's Hut, and the hunting cabin. They all do better the more trees are in these radiuses, right? Alright, so what you should do is come down here to remove resources, and then individually stone, so I'm going to basically take all the stone out of this entire area, and iron as well. pretty good deposit of iron there. Nice. Alright, so since we're going to remove all the stone and iron, there's going to be nothing but trees inside this radius. And then stone and iron doesn't reappear, so even down here in these areas, this stone's not going to reappear. It's gone forever. Okay, so and then we can look right here. This is 70% full, so they're going to fill this up maybe with stuff here, because this game does stuff weird sometimes. But I'm going to say the majority of it's going to go right here in this stockpile. Alright, so our hunting cabin right here, these 2 of 3 guys, or girls, whatever, they have killed and taken up 26 deer hides. So these deer hides, whenever we do make our tailor, that's what he's going to use to make the coats, which we have 8 coats right now. So we're going to go ahead and unpause both of these. And our one builder can build both of those. So we'll have those about the time we run out of these. And then we're going to assign some laborers. We have 4 laborers. We're going to assign 1 blacksmith and 1 tailor for each of those buildings. 1 and 1. So even though buildings have like set numbers, like I'll show you what I'm talking about. So this gatherer's hut says 4 people, up to 4 people can run this, and 4 people is optimum. But we can actually manipulate that to where it's 3 people. So if we only want 3 people working there, then we can change it to 3. Or say we got, we want to have 6 gatherers, and because we have 2 huts, we can say 3 and 3, and then just spam boom boom boom, and instead of having 8, which is what normally it's maxed out at, we can have 6. So it'll put 2 and 1, and then 2, and then fill this one up, and then fill that one up. That's pretty much how it does. I think it tries to balance them out. I'm not sure, but I don't think the game sends your little villager guys, your banished people, to whichever building is the most productive. I don't think it prioritizes. It's one of 2 things. It's either whatever's closest to their home, or whatever they can have their job and be closest to a home, or I need to pause it. Alright, died of starvation. So I'm talking, and here we are. We got a bunch of food problems. So this gather needs to be set to 4, which is the max. We can't go more than that. But I need 4 gatherers. Our 1 builder is getting work, plenty of work, and we can do 3 hunters. So right now, those are my only means of food. So basically, all of these, everyone in this home right now. So there's 4 people that are starving. 2 people, so 6 people were starving. On top of the Julius, yeah, weird. All right. So gather. This is medicine. Keep us healthy. These hearts. Alright, so probably not a bad idea, even though I'm going to pause it. Right here, grab the fishing dock. Alright, so what you're looking for with a fishing dock is to maximize the space that radius has that's water. I don't think I want to do better than that right there. Sorry about my throat, guys. Alright, so Let's do this. Alright, so anybody that's got, like, see, we have 0 laborers, but people are cutting stuff down. So, like, the woodcutter has met the fuel limit, 200, 201. So this guy is out cutting down trees and stuff. Hope that explains. This is something I had to, like, kind of play the game and figure out. I didn't really understand it watching a YouTube video or anything. But hopefully the way I just explained this, it becomes a little obvious to you what's going on. Alright, so I guess he started there. I don't really know of anything else unpaused. I don't know what he would be doing. Let's find out. See, I just don't understand why he is out here. Or she. Where'd she go? Nice. She got busy, didn't she? Alright, so basically, yeah, they remove everything. They place logs, stone, and iron, whatever it has to be to whatever structure you're building. And then it takes so long to actually build. Alright, it wouldn't be bad for me, since I have 5 laborers, to do the reason I have a square, and I'm trying to keep everything away from this barn, stockpile and stuff. Not a bad idea for me to, right now, I don't know what that is. 16, sweet. Alright, so right there allows me to bring a road out both sides. Okay, yeah, I like it. Alright, so we're going to say we got peppers and corn. I'm going to go with corn. And then I'm going to take 3 of these guys. Even though, okay, it's early winter, I'm going to take 3 people. So 3 laborers, make them farmers. Since there's no planting going on, because you don't plant corn and this game doesn't plant corn in the winter, what's going to happen is these 3 are still laborers. But if we watch early winter, winter's going to roll on by in spring. And whenever it comes time for the game to say, hey, plant corn, those 3 guys are going to stop being laborers, even though they're farmers, and they're going to come start farming. Alright, so our blacksmith's good, so we're going to come over here. It's set to 1. We're going to fill it up. So he's going to start making tools as long as there is logs and iron. He's going to go up to 50 tools. So right now we have 4. We have logs, we have iron. So he's going to produce until he reaches his limit right here. In the top right, tools, 50. So as soon as he makes the 50, we're good. And I can either come over to resource limit and just macro say 50, or if I didn't want to keep this open and on the UI over here, I could, if I knew where my blacksmith was, I could go to it and do it right here. You don't have to go to 150 or 250 at increments of the, you can actually click backspace and say whatever you want. So, and then press enter, and it's set. And then the increments are still on 100s. So, cool thing about this, show hide production statistics at this location. So, this blacksmith, I could say, what'd you do previous season? Alright, so because he was in the winter, and he got like, I don't know, 10 minutes to make tools, he made 5. So, it'll say this season, and then you can check up with him periodically. I feel like this is really really good with um, crops and like basically anything that produces food. All right. So our builder had built everything. We need a tailor. So our laborer is going to become our tailor. And before winter comes, she or he will have a bunch of coats for us. Because again, looking at this, we have three types. Hide coats made of leather, which we have right here. No, it doesn't want to bring a little drop down. Okay, so you got, anyways, all three types of coats. We don't have any wolves, we don't have any sheep. So basically these two options are out. If we clicked one and left it, the tailor wouldn't make anything because they wouldn't have any leather resources to make anything out of. So again, we're going to do 50 coats max. I don't want you using and working past that because then we're just storing extra stuff in the barn. So our woodcutter has reached the fuel limit again. You will almost always have problems with fuel. So I'm going to go ahead and try to push that problem a little further out and go ahead and collect stuff, collect a little extra. So I'm going to say 300 and let him work. Because we have plenty of logs. Like I'm not worried about logs pretty much ever. I'm kind of curious how we don't have more starvation things happening, showing up. Icons, there we go. Got the word out. Because, I mean, our food's coming up now because something that's kind of cool. They're harvesting this corn. So you can watch them come around to the barn, put it in there, and come back around. So this is a really good reason to have crops right next to a barn. Doesn't matter what you build, put a barn and a field right next to each other. All right, so if we look back up at our fuel, this icon right here. Look at my fuel, 311. And I look over here to my fuel limit is 300. So until somebody uses it, he's done. So I don't know why it went from 311 to 327. I don't know why it's still producing. That's beyond me. All right. Bear with me here. I wonder how long this video's been. Let me see. Oh, wow. Probably a pretty good 40, 50 minutes. Resume. Okay, sweet. Thanks for bearing with me. Thanks for being cool. Alright, so everything's done in autumn. So basically, those three people could easily tackle, the three farmers could easily tackle a little bit more work. So me being me, I'm going to give it to them. Because we have food problems. Or we had food problems before this field was put in. Huh. Yeah, I was going to say, I didn't think it was going to go out all that easy. Huh. Nope. I don't want that. Oh, okay, so something I would like for this game to do is like if I'm here, all the green stuff actually place a road, but because there's any red dot anywhere, it won't do anything. So I'm gonna go there and then into the other road. Sweet. So we pretty much got the frame of our square done. Also, I think it is good to note that, excuse me, like, okay, for this trading post, there's no connecting road, but if I build it and put a trader in there, it will not keep, um, it won't keep the worker from actually getting there. The roads only, as far as I know, only speed up people's um, speed, speeds them up. They walk faster, whatever. All right, let's get our market built. All right, so this means that the limit was not reached. Close 50. We got 44, and what happened is they ran out of supplies. So our hunters are not producing enough pelts for the tailor to continue work. So I'm gonna put these builders up here. All right, so I can take off building that. Oh, whoops. So 2 builders, 1 fisherman. Fisherman, I don't know where he was, but he's on the way out there now. It's Donna again. Interesting. Alright, so our food limit's 5,000. So if we had, 4,400 more food, we'd be right at our limit. And then anyone doing food stuff. So farmers, herdsmen, gatherers, fishermen, hunters, anything else food. Any food at all. Every one of them would become laborers. So this is a fisherman. Boom. Pretty fun. You know. Alright, so market is all the resources there. Which from my stockpiles looks like I need to build some stuff. Oh. I guess all that stuff come out of there. This one was about half full, I think. Alright. Alright, so the market's done. And the only reason I kept this pinned for so long is I wanted this radius. Because I'm not, this is something I can learn. This market doesn't, okay, so let's see. It basically takes in goods and I guess it more efficiently distributes them to the homes. So I want my community to be within this radius to where all the vendors collect and distribute goods at a marketplace. So I think what this does is it goes to barns and stockpiles and grabs up stuff that people want, and then instead of going, the people go to barns and stockpiles, they might go to the market. Pretty sure that's how that works. Alright, so our woodcutter's got enough fuel. Get out of here. And our blacksmith is going to be right on his limit because it's just popped up. We ran out of pelts again. Alright, so we're going to take a laborer. We're going to make her a vendor. So now this will watch as they start collecting stuff. They're going to put it in here and then people can go to the market to grab it. Alright, so we're looking where it looks like this field, the hunter-gatherer that I put out, and this one fishing dock. Even though it's very little fish. Well, let's see. Yeah, early autumn. I'm going to say he's been fishing all year. She's been fishing all year. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Yeah, I'm gonna say this field is what did it for us. It's like 10 by 15. 15 by 15 is max. So I think that's 225 spaces. But yeah, I'm gonna say that one field of corn is plenty for 29 people. Oh, okay. Just so you know, next order of business, since we have a blacksmith tailor, I'm gonna undo the trading post. Got a fishing dock. I'm gonna say the next order of business, since we have Yeah, it's gonna be a school. Oh, excuse me. Disasters are on. Okay, I'm not playing around with this. I had a fire in the in that. Let me get this out. I gotta tell you this. I had a fire pretty much sweep through my little community that I'm talking about, and it basically destroyed everything. The fire jumped from building to building to building, and it was like game over. All right, so see, okay, so there's a well, and all the 9 spaces are, the other 8 are walkways. So it kind of pisses me off that that right there doesn't work. It totally should. 100% it should. I don't know. This doesn't have a radius to it, this well. But basically what happens is, like, if I put it down here, I think all of this would be protected. So there's a fire in this building, they'd put it out. It'd probably destroy the one building, but it wouldn't catch all of these houses on fire. So I need to find a wise place to put this. Oh, one thing to note. It will overlap with roads, but not with any kind of structure. See that? So I could probably put it right here or here. If I put it here, I think that I'm going to do another... No, put it here. Because I'm willing to bet that a school would fit perfect right here. Alright, so schoolhouse. Boom. Man, okay, that you can plan. Alright, so we got a well for catastrophes and a school coming in. School's more important. And then we're going to put a little road. Boom. Alright, so school's going in, which means we're going to need a teacher. Alright, this guy doesn't have a job. Don't know why you don't have a job. Ah, there we go. Okay. Stone is low. Okay. Oh, it doesn't have... Okay. Doesn't know what he's doing because the school's not built yet. My bad. That makes sense now. I guess what we'll do is take them off the school. My bad, dog. I didn't know it would mean so much to you. Alright, so school's getting built. We need stone. So we can come out here, collect stone. Get all that stone. Yeah. And then we can start... Okay, something I watch. I don't know how retarded my guys are, but I don't know if they're gonna try and like freaking swim or what. I don't beats me. I'm gonna come over here, back off. See that at the top? I'll back off. I'm gonna do all of this, and then maybe that, and I'm done. Once it's selected, you can't reselect it. So if it ever comes back up red again like that, that means that it was never selected. It's brand new. See that? Okay. Alright, I'm getting crazy. Getting crazy. Okay, so looking at this, eventually probably going to want to take this road and go through that and connect something else. Man, these are like... This is actually a pretty good spot. Usually you don't... This is an easy map. There's a lot of flat land in here. And this mountain, honestly, is great for a mine. You can come down here. I'll show you where this is at. Resources and stuff. You got a mine and a quarry. So you can get... Once you go around collecting all this stone and iron, you can make these and then put workers in them, and there you go. They do not, in my opinion, they do not produce very much. So, kind of sucks, man. I'm going to be honest. But you can have 15 guys in a mine, 15 guys in what's low? Stone is low. I know. 15 guys in both of these, and I'm gonna have them just go around and get stone stuff. Um, 15 guys a piece, and it seems like I don't even know, man. Maybe like a hundred a year. So they get like 3 stone a piece. I don't even know. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Maybe I'm exaggerating. I don't know. Oh, I thought I read nomad somewhere in Normanda. Whoa. All right, we don't have enough pelts, and these two are capped on tools, capped on fuel. All right, so this is getting built. All right, so all I have to do is actually build it now. Everything's delivered. So I will probably build this, build the school, let them grab up. See, okay, so everybody is laboring right now. No building. Well, that'd be crazy if they were actually building. But there should be nobody building. I'm gonna put one builder, and then I'm gonna come. Okay, so if I go F2, 6, if I did that on a keyboard, that increases the priority of this. So I'm basically telling my builder, like, hey, get over here, right here. See if he listens. Sweet. So there's no deliveries, just build it. And that's what he's doing. Ooh, he's not happy. That's where my 4-star rating's coming from. You. Racklin? With a name like that, I wouldn't be happy either. Alright. So the trading post will be set up pretty soon. Which, honestly, I don't have that much to trade. Trading is another thing I wasn't all that savvy to understand so quickly. But it's super simple. I guess I just tried to I had it built up in my head that it was something that wasn't. It's pretty easy. All right, so because we have a food surplus, I'm gonna take these buildings off, these homes off. Oh, there's a barn. My bad. This home, I'm actually gonna keep that paused because we're 11% full. There's no point for another barn yet, but there will be. I don't, in my opinion, have enough people to do that yet, so I'm just gonna let that chill. Build up a couple houses, have some babies, get the population up. Alright, so let me explain this. Trading post is built. If I put somebody in here, which I could, I have 5 people. The only reason they're going to do anything is if I go to inventory and say, like, I want to trade berries. So I would say, I want to trade 80 berries. I think berries are only worth 1 per, so I would have trading power of 80. So say a trader comes through and he's got 6 sheep. Each sheep has a value of 600. So I'm pretty sure that certain traders only want a trade for certain things. So I've had a few that they only want logs. So it's my opinion that always having 1,500, maybe 2,000 logs in a trading deal is wise because I think it's good to have livestock. If you can have livestock, have it because they produce wool and beef and wool and beef. No, so it's renewable source of food first off, and then it produces wool for sure. I don't know about the pelts. It seems like it should from the bulls and so the cows and stuff you kill, but I'm not sure of that. Seems like it ought to though. Anyways, I guess it would be very little, like 2 a year or something, 3 a year. Probably wouldn't slaughter more than that. Um, all right, but have it because you could get the wool and then you can make better coats. Basically, the only stuff that will show up on this inventory that you could load is stuff that you have. This is obviously not everything in the game, but this is everything that's in my barns or my um, what you call it right here. So I'm not gonna say firewood, but I am because we have so many logs sitting around. I'm gonna say logs. I'm gonna say 500 logs. Throw them in there. So pretty sure one log has the purchasing power of 2. If I say 500 logs, I'll have the purchasing power of 1,000, currency, whatever, however you want to say that, trading power. Um, so once you know something's trading power, like herbs, I know it has one herb has trading power of 4. So it's basically like saying it's worth $4. So if I have 100, then I can sell it for 400, and I can buy whatever I can buy for 400. So you pretty much stock this up, which is why you would want. Okay, so let's look at this. Okay, so I've said I want 500 logs, but nobody's working here to actually put the logs in the inventory. So I'm going to take one of my, right down here at professions, one of my 7 laborers, and I'm going to put him to work. So 1 of 6. So one person is going to go, I'm guessing here, grab it, and then actually put it in here. So we'll see the count go up by like 20 or 30 or 7. That might take a minute. Alright, so they're just going to, okay, weird, super weird. They're just going back and forth and fill up 500 logs. And then whenever 500 logs is full, they do nothing. I don't know if they take off with labor or what. Beats me. Not sure about trading posts. I would hope they take off and they're laborers, but I don't know. So let's see. We got onions, roots. We got plenty of food, so I'm not worried about onions, roots, mushrooms. I'm not going to play around with iron and put tools in there because iron builds buildings. Right now, growth, I want buildings. So I'm not going to trade iron tools because if I take iron tools out of here, then that keeps him busy. See, we got 55 tools. So we're going to be 35 here, and then I bet the rest of them are right here in the market. Right there. Yep. So, but if you take something from your town and put it in your trading post, if there is a limit, then that's going to decrease your town's availability stuff. So, like basically, if I have, I don't know, 10,000 whatever food in this, but I've ran out of food in my town, GG guys, because it's in your trading post now. So you'll have people starving to death even though you've stocked up your trading post. So be careful with what you take out and put into your trading post, because I have 100 iron right now. If I don't have people go out here and get the iron, like right here, if I don't have people collect it, then I don't have iron. So I'm going to say I'm going to keep the tools I got and use that 100 iron to build buildings. So I'm not going to trade. I'm going to say herbs. Herbs sell for a lot. I'm going to say 500. Right now we only have 100 herbs stored. So this trader is going to take all the herbs, which is probably not smart. Which is definitely not smart. Is he already taken them all? So the count's going to be 100. Man, how... Okay, whatever. Alright, so iron, leather, mushrooms. I'm going to trade 200 mushrooms. We don't have potatoes. I guess potatoes is from the very start where the stockpile and the barn had stuff in it. So we don't have potatoes anymore. Stone to me is so precious. because it gets used. I feel like more than any other resource, and obviously wood gets used more, but wood is so easily replenished that it doesn't matter. All right, we got. I'm gonna say 1,000 corn. Golly. All right, so they're gonna go out and take 1,000 food from this right here. So that's still 2,900 is super comfortable. I keep thinking that's a house every time. All right, fish. I don't care about fish at all. I'll say take all the fish. I don't care if they eat fish at all. Onions, roots, venison. All right. So basically, now this guy has a job to do. All these limits, he's gonna, or she, I don't know what the trader is, dude or girl, whatever. The person, the trader, is gonna go out and grab all this stuff and put it in here. Say because I don't think we have 500 fish. There comes a trader. Sweet. I don't think we have 500. I don't think we have any fish. I think I got eaten. So this trader is gonna go grab any fish that we have because we don't have 500, and they're gonna take it, throw it in here, and basically this is gonna be the stockpile until 500 fish is reached, and then the town will start having fish again. So until this is full, or the townspeople grab up the fish before the trader does, that's the only time they're gonna get fish. All right, so because there's a trader here, we're gonna go to trade. He has 50 coal. Each coal is worth 6. So if I said everything, it would be 300. Oh my goodness. Oh wait, is that right? 50. Yeah, so total is 300. So my purchasing power, like I said, this guy only wants logs. Even though I got all this other stuff in here, I can't do anything with it. He just wants to trade coal for logs. So if I wanted to, which I don't, I would say 150, 300 for 300, and trade. But since I don't want his coal, I'm just gonna dismiss him. He takes off, and I'll wait a good 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or whatever for the next trader to come through. So that's how trading works. Like I said, guys, it's super easy, but without somebody just explaining it to you, I think it can be a little built up in your head. It was for me anyways. Alright, gonna get that stuff built. I'm gonna say... Oh yeah, probably don't want to. I think it overlaps about there. Oh no. Alright, so all these laborers are going to start cutting down all the trees that I just said to cut down. So you're going to see this go from 700. It's going to jump pretty quick. And this should fill up more than this stockpile or that stockpile. Because it's the closest one, obviously. We'll see. Oh, wait. Okay, so we're definitely getting a lot used for firewood. This guy's going back and forth because the fuel limit's 300, it's 250, so he's constantly working. So good news, he can work faster because you don't have to go down here to these other ones. Because people are putting wood in this and he's grabbing it. So that's good. Let's put a teacher. Alright, so out of the 2 children we now have 1 adult teacher. So when those children become of age, they can go to school, and then it'll come up where the 0 is number of adults, students, children. Alright, so students, I think one school can do 20 students, and an educated adult works better and more efficient. And maybe that's why my builder was off chopping lumber. He's retarded. I feel like I'm gonna get flack for that. He's uneducated. People are so sensitive nowadays, man. But no, talking about like special needs people and stuff. I went to Civitana camp a couple years when I was younger, man, and a lot of people don't know how awesome special needs peoples are. So before I went, it was like a lot of they're different. It's you think there's something like really really wrong with them, and there's really not. Really cool people. Usually like really happy, fun to be around people. So like I said, we went from I think it was 700, so we got 300 extra logs, even though we were using a bunch, and this is getting logs thrown in it. I think we went from basically from 0 to that right there. So they are using this stockpile for the majority of this. Yeah, it's got basically nothing in it. And then that's the majority of our logs there. All right. So okay, so let's see what our trader's up to. This is curious. Right there. All right, so everybody's really unhappy. I don't know how I have 4-star because oh wait, that's that guy, that girl, Racklin. Let's see what they're doing. Got a wheelbarrow. Oh, he's still working. Okay. Interesting. 80, 200, 100. Okay, so there's fish. It looked like she was like getting berries or something. I don't know. We got all the berries, herbs. I don't really know what she was doing. All right, so what I'm going to do, because we don't have a lot of herbs and I want to sell herbs, I'm going to do that. We've doubled our forester thing, which is only going to give us more logs. We need more pelts. So we can do 2 per. Fishing is not really that good here. Farming is just fine. I'm going to build a brewer, like a tavern. I don't really care about having more than that one vendor. I don't really care about having more than one trader. And we need our teacher. So, yeah, I'm going to build. I'm doing this for you, Racklin. Let's see here. Where are we at? Tavern? There we go. Tavern. Oh, wait, hold on. I don't have any orchards. Yeah, that would be a waste. Basically, all the fuel for tavern to distill anything into alcohol would be, peaches, apples, plums, all that stuff. So you gotta have something for an orchard. So let's do this. 10 by 15. I'm gonna go with that. All right, so these two, well, might have been a waste. Yeah, I can do apples. Sweet. All right, so we can do 6 of 7. We can keep it the builder. Basically, anytime the builder is not building anything, which he's not, there's nothing to be built. Everything's built. He's going to become a laborer. I don't know how many times I've said that. I'm sorry, I'm super repetitive. I was selling wheat and mutton. These do not produce seeds. This is not sheep, so I'm going to dismiss. Pretty much the only thing that I've bought anytime I've played this game is any and all kinds of seeds that I don't already have, because then you can produce whatever, and and livestock. Basically, you build a livestock. If you don't have a place to put them, a pasture, they'll go in this. in this pen right here. I don't know how long they'll live, so buy them, build a pasture. But you build this pasture, it can be, let's see. Yeah, there is a max. It's 20 by 20. 20 by 20? Am I right? Yep. So 20 by 21. Yeah. Alright, 20 by 20. That's as big as it gets. And it looked like all it took was wood. So wood logs. Easy, easy. Basically, you build this pasture. And then they're different from farmers. You use herdsmen. So I think one pasture would be like 2 or 3 people. Depending on the size. 1, 2, 3 people. So I feel like 2 out of 3 or 1 out of 2 is the lower, like as low as you want to go. But if you have the people fill it up, because the whatever livestock you have in the pen, they'll grow fast, they'll reproduce faster. So um, at least early on, when you're trying to, get them to reproduce, I think having 2 or 2 or 3 or 3 is going to give you like 1, 2 or 3 whatever sheep or cows per year. So you'll see more growth. But if you have zero herdsmen, I don't think anything will die on you. I just don't think they reproduce as quickly. So, okay. This is our problem. Herbs. Why? I beats me. So we got, I think, 4 herbalists, and our default was 100. That's ridiculous. Let's go through and make sure nothing else is silly. Logs. Man, I don't even know why. Why? I got how many? Okay, all this talking I did. I got 4 of 8 foresters, so probably 2 in both sides. Whoops. This guy, Forester's Lodge, right up here. Oh, it's on this. No, it's not. Wow, it's been shut down. So, okay. So basically, what I think has been going on pretty much this whole episode is we've been peaked out at 1,000 or just barely over. And this Forester Lodge, what it does is plants and cuts trees down. So you get that right there, and the foresters give you wood. They'll keep a stockpile full. But I think because wow, that's a bummer. That's garbage. Yeah, so he's planted all these new trees in exactly his radius, wherever he can get trees to grow. Excuse me. So yeah, you can see it's very, very fine line. It'll be, actually, these can get cut. All right, man. There we go. So yeah, this has been like a really easy to see for me layout and everything. So probably what I'll do is I'll have all of fields and growth. Like my initial boom will be right here within these confine, the market confine, right? And sorry, so this market, all this will be fields and a ton more houses, because put people in houses, they make babies, and then boom, boom, boom. So it'll be that, and excuse me, I got a well, I could probably get away with putting a well out here and a well out here, just to be safe. I got a school. I'll end up building a hospital. You can have one town hall, and there's two reasons to have a town hall for me. You can see production and statistics on like what's going on. So usually what people will look at is, say I have 5,000 food, but it's hard for me to gauge because I have so much going on that I'm not staring at it over, past years production and past years usage, so you can make sure that you're on a trend that keeps everybody well fed and stuff like that. So there's that, and nomads. So you can have nomadic people. I guess it's random, kind of like a trader. But they'll hit your town hall and be like, "Hey, can we become citizens?" I've had it from anywhere from 2 to 8, I think, people. So it can be really good for bolstering, just having extra people to work for you, to be banished with you. And we got a church and a cemetery. Oh, okay. Prevents. I thought it just cheered them up a little bit. It prevents citizens from becoming sad when their elders die. So maybe that was Racklin's mom that passed away from starvation. Rip. But anyways, so there's cemeteries, chapels, and taverns will all make citizens happy, or at least stop them from being sad. So hopefully you have enjoyed this video. You've learned something about the game. Maybe you want to play it. I mean, there's a ton more of stuff I could do on this map. I mean, it's huge. So I look forward to filling it up. I look forward to playing with that mod that I was talking about at the beginning. I forget what it's called. I'm gonna see what this trader has coming in, so I don't want anybody like curious. I'm not gonna leave you hanging, and I'm probably gonna call it right after that. So if you got any like opinions on what I could have done to make the video better, or chickens, nice, anything I could do better, just let me know. Oh no. Okay, pause. Alright, so real quick tip. It is spring, so I can't steal those. I'm going to take all gatherers, fish, and hunter. And I'm going to put them all in trader. Whoop. I'm going to do that. Alright. So, wait, yeah, I do. Nice. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is look for logs. Alright, so he's got 8 chickens at 400. That's 3,200. 3,200 is, oh, whoops. So, I don't know what I'm doing here. Alright, logs. Okay, so 3,200 minus divided by 2 is 1,600. So we're gonna do 1,600. If they can get 1,100 more logs in here quickly enough, then we can trade for all of the chickens. But right now we have 500. Well, let's say 400, and that'll let us buy 2 chickens, $800 for $800. Even trade. We're gonna trade. See our chickens right there. 1, 2. And oh, we have, okay, sweet. They got logs in there very, very fast. Alright, 2,400. That's 1,200. I'm gonna go here for all 24, 24. Alright, so we got to trade. This guy has nothing left. Our inventory logs are gonna go down. They're gonna basically steal everything. And yeah, we're good. whatever. I'll just deal with it. I'm gonna deal with them putting 1,600 logs in here because the log thing. I don't know if it's a bug or what, but I do have to dismiss this, and I'm going to trader down to 1. And then I'm gonna go. I think it was 4 gatherers and a fisherman and a hunter. Now I need to make a pasture. I'm gonna do a pasture, and I'm peacing out. All right, where to put the pasture? Let's think about this. All right, this is my square. This is all houses. So I probably get away with putting it right back over here. Oh, dadgum road, man. Is that what I wish it would roads at least. I wish it would delete the road, man. Come on, guy. All right, just make things quick and easy. Put it right there. So, my one builder guy. I'm gonna let y'all see this, and then I'll end the video. Everybody's gonna say the opinion is like in the video, and you say you're gonna end the video. It's banished though, man. It's tough. It's a tough one. Alright, so foresters are going to be... Yeah, they're going to be the only means of wood that I have right now. So any wood that I'm going to have is going to be in this stockpile or this stockpile. Which means it's going to take a while for this to actually fill up. I don't know if they have anything in here. Nope. Oh, I do want to say, like, one vendor has this thing 70% full, well stocked. So even though it says up to 12 vendors, I thought it was 6. Up to 12 vendors for this one market. I don't see the need. I know I only have 28 people total, but yeah, I don't know. One does fine in my opinion. It's not like they're actually delivering it, unless I'm completely wrong. I don't think they actually take it to the homes. This isn't, the 20-minute pickup lanes outside of Walmart. I don't think vendors do that. If I'm wrong, then I might actually keep it stocked better, because they would be delivering wood here. I think that's right. Am I right? Let's do this. I'm gonna have y'all cut. Cut it down. Alright, this is also taking wood. I'll have y'all cut this down too. Just trying to get some logs in here for the builders to finish. You can see all the extra people I got running over here, dumping logs in here. So he's got that done, so I'm gonna unstop. This is like basically work, don't work, work, don't work. I think every building basically has that. Pretty sure. What's going on with question? The fuel limit is definitely not reached. Oh, it has no people in it. What? What? What do you... Oh. The woodcutter died. No labor. Well, that stinks. He died cutting wood for me. Okay, so this, we're gonna put chickens in there. We're gonna put a herdsman and our chickens. Yep, you can see them going. Whoa, let's see. I bought 6. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I bought 6. Definitely, right? So they reproduced in there? Alright, I'm tired of the 0 struggle. I need firewood. Logs. They're almost filled back up. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Yep. There's 8. There were 400 pieces. I didn't, yeah, I'm pretty sure I bought 6. Okay, so we can have 66 chickens before they start slaughtering them. I think in the vanilla, it doesn't give feathers. I think all this is good for chickens is going to be meat. I don't think you get eggs or feathers. But I saw in another video that you could get eggs and feathers. Or, excuse me, at least feathers. Maybe not eggs. I don't know. I don't remember. Man, it's been a super pleasure. I hope anybody that wants to play Banished or has watched this video and now you want to play has learned plenty about it. That would be excellent. So, take care. God bless. And see you in the next video.